Hello guys, welcome to the Season 4 NRSL Outback Series All-Star Race here at Coca Cola. And this is going to be very interesting. We're going to have a long race now. We saw in the showdown for both Outback and the Cup, crazy racing was going to be. And after one-offs and all that stuff, we finally made it here after fan votes. And we got a co-commentator for this All-Star race. Joining me in the broadcast booth, we got Nathan Hudson. How you doing?
What's up, Bart? I'm doing very good.
It's another British co-commentator. Isn't that fun? On the pole is Benjamin Miles. Second is Joshua Collard. So that's going to be one person I know you're going to be looking forward to. Third is 16 Johnny Gardner, who's going to be making his final start of the season. And then Stephanie Gardner will be in the 16 car for the rest of the season. Fourth is Charles Jackson. Fifth is Ramian Fisher. Sixth, Chris Louvier. Seventh is Justin Talentpass. Eighth, Joseph Nesto. Ninth is Jordan Culp, and completing the top 10 is Austin Weiner. We'll go through the rest of your starting lineup like we do for the rear chase cam and all that. Brendan Berg, he was one of the drivers that made it from via the showdown, who's in a one-off scheme. He'll be in 12th, Steve Pollard the 3rd, 11th. 13th, Jeff James. 14th, Ash Curtis. 15th, Seth Cole, who won the fan vote. 16th, Preston Plord. 17th, Austin Mungold. 18th, James Qualls. 19th, Chris Washer. 20th, Keith Skirvin. 21st is Mesa Powers. 22nd, Greg Jones. 23rd is Henry Sanford. 24th, Devin Becker. 25th, Alan Capignaro. And rounding out the field in 26th, last place, Sean Galligan. So I got to ask Nathan, who is your pick to win this All-Star race?
Well, Coca Cola is one of the most unpredicted tracks, and it can come up with very big surprises. So anyone could win it, but anything could happen. And I'm just gonna say, may the best man win.
Best man or woman, because we do have females as well. So they gave the command. We'll see if everyone's going to be rolling off.
Also, I'm very surprised to see Sean Galligan right at the back.
Yeah, it is surprising, but I will admit, though, Galligan has not had the best of seasons, though, in that 55. However, though, he did have a win last season, so Galligan is very lucky to be here. But he could use this All-Star race as a springboard of how bad his season's been so far this season to really boost it up, though. But time is running out, though, after this All-Star race, because after this, we're only going to have 6 more regular season races to go, and then the chase goes on. Well, besides the LCQ, but then the chase as well. So, pace car's going to dive down to pit road, 34 laps of action. If I were to make a pick, honestly, I'd be looking at the 21 of Mongold. He's starting toward the rear of the field, but he's on the inside line. We'll see what he can do in the U-Haul Ford Mustang as the green flag is out. We're underway at Coca Cola.
Here we go.
In the Cup race, we will have a little bit of a bigger field, probably about extra car or two. So I believe we'll only have one extra car, rather to be exact. We'll have 27 in that field rather than 26 here. As the 16 of Johnny Gardner, I think he's known, he's making his final start. He's not had the best of luck. He's trying to make sure he goes out with a bang, and then Stephanie Gardner is going to be in place. So, you know, for Gardner, what's your plan? Making your final start, and then your girlfriend's taking over.
Yeah, this is well, it's a good way to go with a bang with racing in the All-Star race.
Yeah, why not? So, leading the first lap is going to be fellow Brit Joshua Collard. So, ironic enough, we're going to have 2 Brits in the race and a Brit co-commentating, which is funny. Hard to imagine. But immediately, wow, Benjamin Miles took the lead right back from the 01.
That lower line is going very quicker than any other line.
Yeah, the low line gets a really good run off the turns, but once it hits like the backstretch or the front stretch, the outside line will get a good run. Unless you get a drafting partner down low, then the inside line is just easily preferred.
Watch out for that 54. I think that could be a crucial factor in this race.
Jeff James all over the 31 Chevrolet Camaro's back bumper, but tucks back in line. Here comes the fan vote winner, currently in the 5th position, Seth Cole, working his way up in the bow for the lead. Ramian Fisher to the inside for the lead. Fisher won at Talladega this season, making his rookie season so far. He's had a really, he's been having up and down. But he's having really good success in the Outback rather than the Cup. The Cup really hasn't been making it well.
And I think we've got 3 Mustangs in the top 5.
Yeah, Onesto got a little bit in the wall. We're checking through the back. There's Weiner, Onesto, who is top 10 in points, having a solid season. That Dodge Challenger, the only Dodge in this field, rather. There's Berg and Jackson. Ironic enough, they were the 2 drivers that were in the top 2 in the showdown. Berg won it, and Jackson came in second. So, ironic to see that they're working together. It really does not surprise me there.
Yeah, I won't be surprised either.
But you got to remember with Berg, though, this is a one-off race. So after this race, he isn't going to be another Outback Series races unless like a replacement comes up, and then he could probably, nab it. So for Berg, he's going to make sure he's going to show why he deserves to be in the NRSL series and all that.
Very true.
So far, though, we've been 3 wide. We've been caution-free. Here comes Chris Washer, the 77. He hasn't had a good season so far, but won last season as well. He's going to go to the lead. Henry Sanford now trying to take the second position. No wins, but he barely made that top 10 in points. He hanged on by about a thread. So Henry managed to get in as well with no wins via in the top 10. So lucky break for him. Alan Cavagnaro to the inside, our Daytona winner. And here comes Sean Galligan, who started dead last, who's had such a miserable season in F55. Go ahead, Nathan.
Sean has been hasn't been as usual self as we know it in the NSCRA or anything. He's been very lingering in the back.
Yeah. Fisher. Okay, they kept it together. I'm about to say, hopefully they don't wreck it up. But he got a little too close to Henry, though. That was a little close, and Washer's going to lead another lap right there. And now Cavagnaro to the inside. And Becker was going to follow the 44, but instead James Qualls is going to follow that 44 instead.
I was going to say, great save there to prevent a caution.
Yeah, and they nearly were 4 wide for a minute, but then they settled out to 3, which is a good thing right there. And Brendan Berg is not with Charles Jackson at the moment, but Jackson is moving up to the front. He really is not having a good season, and he really needs to fix it. There's Berg on that high line right there, as you just saw on the corner of the screen right there. Trouble spot in this race, though, is going to be turn 4 and going to be turn number 2. So, no doubt about that. And as they cross the stripe, lap 7 on the board. And remember, this is just an all-star race. It's if you finish second or worse than that, you don't win the all-star race. You got to win it. That's all what it is. And Alan Cavagnaro making early statements. Now Preston Plore going to make an inside effort.
This is why everyone's here. They want to win the all-star race to make a massive springboard in the racing season.
Well, the funny thing about the all-star race and who's won, when we've had previous Outback Series races and the Cup Series races, they've actually had good springboards. However, one of them made the chase, though, and I don't remember who it was at the time, but I do know one did. I have to look back at the history books, but it can bring good success. And man, I'll tell you one thing: for 26 cars, they're racing pretty hard, though.
Yeah, I was going to say that they're racing very hard with no bumping or barging.
Yeah, before they entered turn 1, they were 3x3, and Joseph Ernesto in that 23 Top-Notch Designs Dodge Challenger is going to take the lead. Here comes the 84. Actually, Ernesto let the 84 on down. That's very surprising. Oh! Collard and Culp! Contact! Oh, and there goes the back of the field!
Oh, yikes!
Oh, Charles Jackson flipping wildly! Joshua Collard flipping wildly as well! One of the showdown winners upside down. Jordan Kolb, Stephen Pollard III, talent past the champion, and Ash Curtis led them down. Seth Cole, the fan vote winner, smoking. Greg Jones involved. That was the first car I saw that got contact with the 2 cars. Jeff James, Chris Louvier with damage, James Qualls with left side damage, Devin Becker with front end damage, and it looks like that was it. 11 cars that made it through. Oh, wow. Mason Powers, Cade Skirvin, Chris Washer, Austin Mongo, my pick. That's Steve Pollard III, Jordan Culp, Talent Pass. There's Jackson. Man, one of the two showdown winners, unfortunately, going to flip wildly. And wow, Joshua Collar, the outside pole sitter. One Brett is down.
Yeah, I think we couldn't last even any longer with that. It was going to happen at some point.
So it looks like we will probably have 14 drivers that are going to still be in this race. Oh, and the leaders are coming down. Preston Plord and James Quall stayed out. Quall's one of the damaged cars, so we're gonna keep an eye on these pit stops right here. Here they are coming down. These are going to be key pit stops here.
I will keep on the pole leader because he has to take the longest route to get down to his station.
Yeah, like we mentioned, James Qualls, Preston Plord, they are the only two staying out. Eventually, they will have to make a pit stop. I wouldn't be surprised if they come the next lap and pit. There's Gardner. There's Miles heading down pit road. So, what is going to be the strategy? It looks like it's going to be 4 tires, and there's a few more drivers out. We do know out of the race right now are the following, and they are Joshua Collard, Charles Jackson, as Ash Kurtz is going to lead them off, and then Alan Cavagnaro is going to be second. All right, now we were just waiting for the confirmed entries. Steam Pollard the third, Justin Talpass, Joshua Collard, Charles Jackson, Jordan Culp, Chris Washer, Austin Mongold, Kate Skirvin, Mason Powers, Seth Cole, and Jeff James are all out of the race. And one car that's sitting on pit road, as I'm trying to get the camera right. Oh, whoa, what happened? Oh.
Ooh, I saw smoke.
Yeah, I was wondering what happened too. One car I saw that was on pit road that was still there was Louvier. I think... Oh, that was Devin Becker. He's got front end... Oh, I don't know. I'm going to go back real quickly right now. Was that the 20 and the 12 that did that? Whoa. Oh, that was Fisher. Oh, I think he was just trying to get back on track and just... Oh, he barely made it on.
That was a near miss.
Close call for Ramian Fisher, the rookie, right there. That would have been a bad thing right there. So we're going to step aside, and we're going to take a look what brought ourselves our first caution of the race. Big wreck taken on turn number 3. So here's a look at the first caution. We're on board the helicopter. Keep an eye on the 31 of Jordan Culp. I think Culp was trying to move out of the way for the 10, but I don't know. I don't know if he knew that Collar was right there, and then they're going to make contact right here, and they're going to shoot down to the apron, and they're going to, like, take out a big chunk of the field.
Ooh.
They make a good save, though. Joshua Collar had a great save, but they were heading into the turn at just a fast speed. It was just not going to last.
Yeah, he was just a passenger on the grass there, and he
give a lucky break to that 55 car. He barely missed it. And, oh, Jeff James Qualls barely missed it. Watch the 25. That car's going to shoot up in the air and go into a helicopter turn there. Joshua Collar goes flipping. Charles Jackson goes flipping. We're with the 01 right now. Oh, he flipped over Stephen Pollard the third. Another car that flipped over was Culp. Wow. Good thing for Culp, though. He just landed back on 4 wheels, but he is confirmed out of the race, like we mentioned earlier. Jackson and Pollard are synchronized flipping there.
I think we've lost 2 potential winners in this. And that being Charles Jackson and Joshua Collard.
Absolutely. Let's look at Jackson. He was scored at the 13th place at the time, and he took a wild tumble. Ironic enough, too, we're going to go in slow-mo with him.
He's just right behind James Qualls.
Yeah, and Qualls barely got clipped, too. You're going to see in the corner of your screen Joshua Collard. Yeah, there's James, and then right there he's going to get clipped.
Ooh.
Who's going to be the one? Oh, he hit the wall by himself, and he's going to flip over.
And then white noise all of a sudden, and then he's rolling, all the way down the steep slope.
Yeah, he took a wild tumble. Like, looking in the full motion, man, he took it wild.
Same thing for Josh, to be fair.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of watching Austin Weiner with the NSRA Walmart Cup Series when he had a wreck like that, except his was on the front stretch and not on 3. So, the curious thing I need to know now is how did Culp flip? Unless the same thing happened to, like, Charles Jackson.
I thought I saw the 62 hit him in the sides, I wonder.
Let's see here.
I'm sure it was 62.
Culp is sliding up. Oh, he tagged the 62 and the 25. Oh, that car instantly got air. Talent Pass was on the bottom of the 31 car, and then it's just like push comes to shove, and right there. Flips over.
And the 20 looked like the 25 was right on top of the pile.
Yeah, he propelled like a helicopter. We're gonna go on board with a few people on that wreck, so we'll be right back and show you our onboard cameras. We're on the rear chase cam of Sean Gallagher. Watch how close he's gonna get of getting taken out right here, heading into turn number 3. Yeah, that's a sight to see there from Gallagher's rear camera. There's another one who barely made it by as well. On board, Mason Powers in the Reese Chevrolet. There's the contact up ahead of Collard and Culp. Oh, Collard just goes right up into Seth Culp and Mason Powers. And wow, look at how high he gets up, too. Wow.
Wow.
That's a sight to see right there. On board, Joshua Collard. And this is going to be something that he's going to be disappointed about. Running at that time in the 4th position and gets taken out here. He goes for a little tumble,
missed
too.
With another Brit there.
Exactly.
If he hit Sean, there would have been an argument, I reckon.
Yeah, you never know, though. We're going to go on board with one more driver. I'm going to give the Allstate Good Hands driver award. You have to award it to Henry Sanford. He was in the back of the field this time. Watch how he avoids this one.
Chevy sells in.
Devin Becker gets a little piece right there, but wow, that 76, just the wreck goes right by him, and great job to avoid. Almost got turned by the 20 right there, but good move by the 76 right there. Let's look at our onboards and take it back to green. Pace car's giving us the one left to go. We mentioned about the drivers on the race, but the big question is this. What is in store for second place James Qualls? He's got left side damage, he's got right side damage, but will his car be affected once the green flag is dropped and, you know, the cars are all warmed up and all that?
Well, usually damaged cars usually slow starts.
Yeah. So right now we have 14 cars that are still remaining on track. The fastest car is Ash Curtis with a 45.060. And green flag is back out. Flord is the leader. We'll give you the top 10 rundown. It's Flord, Qualls, Ash Curtis. Top 2 did not pit, by the way. Cavagnaro, Fisher, top 5. Onesto, Berg, Galligan, Gardner, and Weiner, your top 10. And they kicked that 70 to that high line, and let's see, he's going about 193. Oh, yeah, Qualls is off the pace.
Oof. Yeah,
we now know for a fact that 2 drivers that are currently in this pack are not going to win. And that would be Louviere and Qualls.
Yeah, they're way back.
Becker's in the tail of this draft. Actually, Becker's got a little bit of damage. He's got more damage than Qualls, and Qualls fell behind. And Plord's going down. I think that's what you get for not pitting. And Qualls did as well. I don't blame Qualls there either.
And we've not even reached halfway. This is a surprising thing about this. We haven't even reached halfway.
No, and I'll tell you something too. Ash Curtis is actually pulling away a little bit from Fisher and Onesto. And Onesto trying to take the second spot from the 43. Very surprising.
1, 4, 2, Dodge 3, Toyota 4. So 4 of each manufacturer is in the top 4.
Absolutely. That's a funny thing too.
Well, for a split second, now the 10 car's moving up.
And you gotta give credit to Onesto. He's the only Dodge in the series, and he's making big statements right there. And this has been a very good season for Onesto. A big turnaround from last season. Last season, he took over the 23 from John Trollston at Chicagoland, as Plord just got out of pit road and almost got ran over. Took over for Onesto. He almost won his debut race at Chicagoland. He ended up second. but he's had some okay runs at the time. Then a new season came in Season 4, and he's made good statements, good consistent finishes. Despite flipping at the same track he made his debut on at Chicagoland, he's making good statements. I will give him credit, though.
I agree. Give credit as a fellow racing driver myself.
But meanwhile, though, Ash Curtis has been holding on to that lead ever since the green flag, and Devin Becker is another driver who's off the pace, and it looks like the 20 will not win.
Definitely, you have to be in the main pack to win this.
Yeah, he's a few miles off. He's about going 230. Henry Samper's going 237 at the time of the turn.
And he's catching up with Short.
Amazing enough, he's in this pack, which is a miracle for him. God, he has had such a horrid season. Benjamin Miles, he's only had a few good moments of his time so far. He won at Mosport this season, and then he really hasn't had much anything for him. Same could really be said for Cavagnaro. Oh my word. He pulled a 360 after winning at Daytona. He's been falling to the bottom of the points. He has not been having any good luck whatsoever. But new leader finally. Ramian Fisher has taken the lead away from the 84 Ash Curtis.
How ironic will the 43 if it wins up the All-Star race to keep the legendary...
Oh! Berg and Cavagnaro make contact!
Oh, that was very close!
Oh my, and those were two cars that were damage-free, no worries.
And now the 43 is pulling away!
Well, no doubt the super speedway, but that's not a good thing for Ramian Fisher, though. You know, because like this same plate racing, you pull away, that lead pack is going to reel you in quickly.
Here comes Benjamin.
Oh, and no doubt, you could tell. Those guys are going at least 5-6 miles an hour faster than the lead car.
Sure is.
Miles, though, in the second position, Berg in the third, and Galligan slowly and steadily, he's working up into that fourth position right now. He's got Weiner, who won at Riki this season. Weiner's had a very good season so far in that snap-on Ford Mustang. Onesto now trying to peek underneath, and a battle for the lead yet again. So, for a 14-car pack, we have 10 cars battling it out for the win. Becker's got to pray and hope for a caution and get that car repaired, so that we can actually compete with the pack. They got to hope for that caution.
The 14 cars 18 seconds behind.
Yeah, at the time of the stripe, so safe to say he's not going to win. Plord and Qualls also got to hope for a caution.
Very true.
As it's lagging right there, apologize for that, but the lag's still somewhat getting in effect. And they're actually approaching on James Qualls, so we're going to step aside real quickly, let this lag go away. So Benjamin Miles is your leader right now, but we'll be right back. Well, folks, we just came back and the caution is out. And you're not going to believe who's involved. It's Sean Galligan, Alan Cavagnaro, Fisher. I don't know what happened. We didn't see what happened, but we're letting you know we are on lap 20 of 34, and that was a big break for Qualls and Plord. They are going to be caught up to the field. They're going to start in the inside line, but they got to hope for another quick caution, though, because... But we are going to take a look at what happened, but I don't know what happened, honestly, so we're going to take a look right now and see what happened. Well, I did say Turn 2 has been causing a lot of problems in the showdown, and I'll tell you something. Watch here in the back of your screen right there. That's Brendan Berg in the 10's going to hook the 43 Raymond Fisher, goes into the 44 Cavagnaro, into the 55 Sean Galligan, a chain reaction wreck. Fisher lightly taps the wall. Galligan's going to go around. Cavagnaro slides into Berg, kind of sideswipes him, and then the 44 goes around as well. And then Berg is going to make a good save right there in the 10, nearly going to go up into Fisher and Weiner. But the good thing, though, is that Galligan does not have damage. Cavagnaro doesn't have damage. It don't look like it. Berg's got a little bit of side damage, but that should not affect the 10. So that's a good thing for these guys that we're still going to have 10 cars in this pack, but still, tough break, though.
Yeah. And also credit to the helicopter guy catching that, because we didn't see a thing about this.
No, and the funny thing I've noticed too, Becker passed him, and Plord passed him, but no one else did. So the question is this, though. Are they going to make pit stops and all that? We'll see. we'll take you back to see what's going to happen after pit stops and all. And well, actually, during pit stops, and we'll take you back after. All right, so we do know some cars are coming down, and they are Ash Curtis, Henry Sanford, Preston Ford, James Qualls. They are coming down. A lot of the leaders staying out. So 4 cars coming down, 2 of them on the lead lap, and that would be Henry Sanford and Ash Curtis. So is that a good move or is that a bad move?
It could pan out at the end, like what I said earlier. If you pit later, you'd be on fresher tires.
But a good thing too is that they can get a lot of gas though. So right now the leader is still Benjamin Miles. Second is Devin Becker. Third is Joseph Nesto. Fourth is Johnny Gardner. Fifth is Austin Weiner. Sixth is Sean Galligan. Seventh is Chris Louviere. Eighth is Brendan Berg. Ninth is Alan Cavagnar. Completing the top 10 is Ramian Fisher. Even though he scores 11, he's currently in the 10th position. And there you see Ash Curtis and Henry Sanford going to roll out in 11th and 12th. And then you see the lap cars of Ford and Qualls right there. So caution is out still right now as we're on lap 22 at 34. Let's take you back to green. Get ready to go. 1 lap to go before they go to green, and we'll see what happens after.
There's a half guarantee of a rookie winner in this.
Yes, there is, as we're back. Benjamin Miles is still the leader. Devin Becker's damage, and he's in 2nd place. And we mentioned about Qualls earlier about his damage. He was slower than Becker. So Becker, I don't know. It's gonna be close to say. Louviere's gonna be off the pace. We do know that. No drivers are out of the race, which is a good thing from what we know of. So that's at least a good thing to see. Benjamin Miles is still the leader. Second, as mentioned, was Becker. Third is Ernesto. Fourth, Gardner. Fifth, Weiner. Sixth, Galligan. Seventh, Louviere. Eighth, Berg. Ninth, Cavagnaro. And completing the top 10 is Fisher. Now there's the 2 cars that pitted, Curtis and Sanford. They have a good advantage because they are the cars that stayed out, and they could be the 2 battling up for the win toward the end. But now you also got inside cars on the inside line that are lapped down, and that is Plord and Qualls. However, though, they are not damaged. Well, Qualls is damaged, but Plord is not. So,
badly.
Yeah, so for Plord, he's got to get around Miles, got to hope for a quick caution to happen, be back in the lead lap, and depending on how many laps to go. But Plord needs one ASAP, though. That's the thing. And green flag is out, and Miles got to a great start in that 98 car.
He pulled away that one.
Now the question is, what about Devin Becker? Is he going to get through all right?
Look at the 16!
Bold move by Gardner. He's making his final start. He may have to rethink about having Gardner in that 16 car there.
Oh, crap.
3 wide, though. It's not bad. Ford actually got around everyone else fine, but like I said before, he's got to get around that 98, and he's got to hope for that caution. That is the main goal. Louviere, you see him, he's off the pace. And Ash Curtis, he's actually losing it, as well as Cavagnaro.
And Kevin Nara was part of the incident that brought this latest...
Yeah, and there goes Miles. Miles is down.
Miles is down.
That was the leader. So right now, it is Austin Weiner that is leading. Plord is back on the lead lap. That was a big thing for Plord, but he's got to hope for a caution. He's got to pray for a miracle if he wants to be back in this lead lap bound for the win. As Weiner and Galligan nearly making contact, and he nearly took out the 3.
You've got the 3, you've got the 12, you've got the 55.
Who can win
this? Anyone can.
Remember, Curtis and Henry Sanford pitted. What about the rest of these drivers? I think it looks like that the 12 may go down. I'm not sure. Let's see if it is the case, though. No one came down. And there's Miles coming off the pit road. So what happened with the 98, we're not sure, but I think they were in trouble with the fuel window, and they were like saying, I'm out of it. Plord also came down, as well as Qualls. They were lapped down at the time. Plord back in the lead lap. Gardner now taking the lead. Now trying to relap the 3 of Plord. Look who else is coming. Joseph Ernesto, Ramian Fisher. They aren't done yet. And Plord blocking 3 lanes of traffic. That was a good move by that West Coast Chevrolet Camaro. Ernesto to the lead. Fisher to second. No cars came down at that time as well.
What if the only Dodge in this race wins this? What if? Does this mean there's going to be more Dodges in the future? We
Who
never
knows?
know.
That would be huge. And Onesto, he would love to spread the word about Dodge, getting them more in the field. Onesto, all over the West Coast Chevrolet Camaro. And safe to say also, Cavagnaro, Benjamin Miles, they won't win. Neither will Becker, neither will Qualls. So possibly be down from where Berg is at, from 8th position. So about 8 cars battling out for the win. Oh, close call there between Gardner and Onesto.
Look how that 16 looks threatening behind the Dodge.
Here we go, at the stripe, 7 laps to go. Here comes Gardner to the lead. And Pleur's been playing good defense, but no caution's been coming out for that 3 car. What do you even do if you're Pleur if that caution doesn't come out and you have to race it a lap down or tail end of the pack? Who do you help? Who do you favor?
Well, he doesn't have any teammates, especially me, because I'm not in it.
Yeah, but he does have Chevy companions, though, and here comes Onesto going to re-lap the 3.
Exactly. Unlike
the only Chevy I see is Galligan, but that's already out of the window because Pleur's on the high line. So what if Pleur helps Galligan for the win?
Ooh, that's a big question.
That's big, and I'll tell you something, because the rest of the field is Dodge, Ford, and the one Toyota, and that's it. Oh, actually, I forgot about the 84. He's also a Chevy as well. My mistake. I thought he was a Toyota. And actually, Berg's losing the pack.
And Sean is coming behind the 3. That is very slow.
Yeah, right there. That's interesting there. And I'm surprised how Berg's off the pace. He really doesn't have damage, and he's falling back.
I think he's losing the draft, I think. That's what the problem is.
Last time by, he was 0.4 behind. How far back is he now? Let's see from the 10. 0.5. Nearly 0.5. Nearly 0.5, actually. That's not good for Berg. He will get a good finish overall, but it's not going to be very well as Pleur is all over Remy Fisher, nearly turning the 43. Back up to the front, though. Onesto, 5 laps to go, holding off Austin Weiner.
The Ford Mustang is very strong in this kind of environment, in pushing another car.
And look who's in third. Ash Curtis, one of the 2 lead lap cars that pitted. The other one was Henry Samper. They are working their way up. They are 3rd and 4th.
But also, look who's behind them.
Oh my, Sean. Sean's coming.
Everyone.
Not bad call working with Henry Samper right there. They are alike nearly. They aren't teammates, but they do look very alike. I don't blame a white car helping a white car there.
And Sean's not in his iconic 44 that we know and love.
Let's check. Bouvier actually just went down the pit road. And Devin Becker did as well. So, as Pleur is actually going to get back on the lead lap again.
Blimey!
And and here come the leaders.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry for that. I had to pause it real quickly, but lots of cars came down, including Cavagnaro, Berg, Galligan, and others. They are down in the pit road. Now the question is, what about Weiner? And actually, he's the only one of the lead lap cars that has not pitted yet. Ash Curtis, though, is the leader right now with 3 laps to go. Here comes Weiner for 2nd.
Ooh, here we go.
Moment of truth.
He's got it.
Is Weiner going to come down? He is. Actually, all the leaders are.
All 4 of them. Here we go.
Even the drivers who pitted from before are coming down. Who's the first one off? It would be Joseph Onesto.
The only Dodge in this race.
And look who is right behind him. Uh-oh.
Here comes Shawnee.
Benjamin Miles, he's going to get one of his laps back. There is Sanford. There's Weiner, and there is Ash Curtis. Pleur, who was a lap down. Away he goes, and Henry Sanford beat him off. So
That was
there's
very good
Sanford.
move by his crew.
There is Onesto. 2 laps to go. They crossed the stripe. They gave the lap to the 84. And Galligan, if I were him, I'd work with Onesto no matter what till that end. You got no choice.
Yeah, it's no man's land when there's only 2 of you left.
Now look at, there is Henry Sanford in the 76. Onesto, oh wow, they are really behind, but they need to get going. They passed Qualls. Here they are, they're catching up to Weiner. They're catching up to Ash Curtis.
Careful, boys, careful.
Oh, Galligan, what are you doing?
Oh!
Weiner made the smart call. Move out of the way. They got around Ash Curtis. Here they are to Henry Sanford. White flag this time by. And
this is going to be a very excellent conclusion.
Here comes Onesto. Is Henry going to throw a block? Here we go, white flag. No, he's not. He's going to let Onesto on by. Is Galligan going to follow? Yes, he is. Galligan's going to follow the inside.
But I don't think that's going to be enough.
Onesto, I believe he was 6th at the points before the All-Star break came. Galligan was about 31st, I believe. Uh-oh.
They're coming up to 3.
And what's that 3 car going to do? Is he going to block the 23? Or is he going to be a nice boy? Oh,
he's out, I think.
He's going to be a nice boy. Here comes Galligan, though. It didn't matter. Galligan all over the corner. Is Galligan going to make a move? No, he's not. But off the final turn, Joseph Onesto. Finally going to get something right. He's going to win the All-Star race at Coca Cola.
And the only Dodge wins it at the big one.
Wow, that is mind-blowing. Onesto, who is 6th in the points, has just won the All-Star race. So we do know he will be in next season's All-Star race undoubtedly, no matter what will happen.
Aye.
As I just cut off Nathan by accident, I didn't mean to do that there. What were you saying?
I said, wow, can't believe Joseph blitzed it. He just timed everything right, and at the end, it paid off for him.
Well, sadly though, this is the only All-Star race Onesto is going to be in. He missed out on the Cup one. He wrecked out on that one, but he went 1 for 1 in this one. So what can we expect in the Cup race? We'll find out the next day. But oh boy, what an exciting race! I want to thank Nathan Hudson for joining me. That was an exciting race there. Thank you, Nathan, so much.
Thank you very much, and congratulations to Joseph, and hopefully more Dodges in the future.
Absolutely. If you want to sub to Nathan Hudson's channel on YouTube, I'll get a link down below for those who want to sub to it. And till then, for the Cup All-Star race and then the race 15 at Charlotte, goodbye for now. So here come the full results you'll see, which I'll show you right now. And here they are from first to 26. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the Cup race. Till then, goodbye, everybody.